Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, my wonderful people. Hello, good morning, wherever you are watching me from. A wonderful morning to you all, and I hope you guys slept very well, and I hope you are in good shape and you are in good health, and I hope everything's okay with you wherever you are. It's nice to see you all once again. I'm very blessed to see every one of you again. Please, one person is watching. Yes, I can't see the name of the person right now. Please do not forget to give a thumbs up to this live stream. Yeah, 2 people are on board. Do not forget to give me a thumbs up, please. Thumbs up, give a like to this video. Yes, help me to share to other people because what I'm going to be talking about or what I'm going to be educating you guys with today is something really important because you guys can see the title of my live screen this morning is called kindness. That's what I'm going to be talking about this morning. Yes, it's an amazing day over here. Yes, please kindly give me some minutes. Let me share myself out, so that other people will be able to participate in this topic or on this topic. Okay, yes. Is your hope gives me a thumbs up and do not do not hesitate to share, share with your friends so that more people can join us and they can as well enjoy this topic and enjoy this topic and learn something from it, because actually we we have to be learning every day of our lives. Yeah, we have to learn. We should not stop from learning. It is very important that we should not stop from learning every day. Yeah, and we should, because learning always give us a lot of more knowledge in our everyday life. Okay, so just give me some seconds to show myself out. Yeah. Okay. Kindness. Yeah, kindness. Okay, let me show myself out. Please like this video. Yeah, and share it out. And feel free to share love, and feel free to share love among other people around you. Yes. Okay. And if you have not subscribed to my YouTube, please kindly do so. Yeah, subscribe for more notification from me because I got a lot to teach you guys. Yeah, I got a lot to teach you guys, or I got a lot to share with you guys. Just as you guys has a lot to share with me. So likewise, I myself, I have a lot, to 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 impart you guys with, through the through the wisdom that God has given to me. So I got a lot to impart you guys with. Yes. Today, my friends and my family and my siblings, I'm gonna be talking about kindness, because the kindness is something that it is really important for us to share, for us to talk about, you know. Uh, with what are happening in our society today, it is really necessary and it is really important for us to talk about or to share about kindness. Yes. What is kindness? I'm going to say kindness is the art of being glorious, is the art of being generous. Kindness is an art of being considerate, to consider, and kindness is an art of thinking twice. You have to think twice before doing anything in your life. Before taking any length or before going further, you have to think twice, think twice. Don't just think once, think twice. Think twice that what I'm going to do, is it going to bring something good, or is going to bring something unpleasable? You know, kindness is the heart of being kind to other people, whether they are your siblings, whether they are your fans, or whether they are your family members. Kindness is the art of being kind to one another without expecting anything in returns. Kindness is the art of being considering other people's feelings. Kindness is the art of considering other people's feelings. How are these people going to react? How are they going to feel about what I'm going to do? Whether being bad or whether being good. Kindness is all that. It is very important for we individuals to be kind in our life. It is very, very important for we all to be kind. We should be kind. We should be kind. I'm going to see that there are different varieties of kindness. There are different varieties of kindness. Why am I saying this? I'm going to explain to you, and I'm going to make a very clarification to you guys. Why do I say that there are different varieties of kindness? What I meant that there are different varieties of kindness is that I'm going to analyze this to you guys the way you are going to understand. Kindness have different forms. It has different bubbly kindness. There are different ways of showing kindness or of being kind. The one I'm going to say, the first one is that you have to be kind. You have to be kind of being kind to others without expecting anything in returns. This simply means that for you to be a person of a kind heart, or for you to be identified as a nice person, it doesn't have to, when it comes to the times of need, it doesn't have to be your siblings only. It doesn't have to be the people that are in your daily life. You have to be kind to people. You have to help people. It's not just by financially, it's not just by helping them with money. There are things that we are doing there are things that we are doing sometimes without taking them into consideration, without considering what is it going to react to. How is this thing going to react? Or what is it? What if I'm going to do this thing? What are the results? The results. What is going to be the end of my acting? You know. So let me put it this way. Number one is being kind, doing something without having second thought of negative, without having that, without thinking that this person is not my family, this person is not my child, this person is not from the member of my community. We did not come from the same country. We did not come from the same environment. But we have to do things. We have to be kind to this. We have to be kind to others. That yes, I'm going to do this thing because I know that it's going to bring joy, happiness into these people's lives. By me being kind to be people, I'm impacting. I'm playing a good impact into the lives of those people. By me kind to these people, doing it in a genuine way. This is what I'm trying to clarify. The words just came up. Being kind in a genuine way to people. It is a good investment. Be kind to people in a genuine way, in a sincere way. It is a good investment. Okay, number one. I'm going to add some point to number one. Do you know that in this world that we are living today, there are people who never does things for you freely? I'm not lying. What I'm saying is true. There are people on this planet who never does things for you freely. For them to help you, you have to pay a price. You have to pay a price. You have to pay a price. There are people who can never give you freely. That's why I said that there are different varieties of kindness. Before some people does things for you, they ask to demand for money from you. They will demand amount of money from you. They will demand and say, I'm going to do this thing for you. You have to pay me. Even still, when they are still going to get more profit through that thing that they are going to do for you, they are still going to demand money from you. For enable them to help you, then we demand money. Then we demand. And still, they are still going to make a lot of profits. Why they are still demanding money from you. They are still going to make a lot of profits. They are still going to make a lot of profits. Some people never do something for you without demanding from you. That's why I said there are different varieties of kindness. So my number one point is that some people do something for you is vice versa, which means you have to give me. I'm going to give you. You have to give me. That is not the real kindness I'm talking about. That is not the real kindness. That is the exchange of kindness. Is the exchange of kindness. Because if you have to help me and I have to pay you in returns, that is exchange of kindness. We are exchanging. You does for me, I does for you. It's exchange of kindness. It's exchange. I understand that, yes, we all need money to sustain, but in another way, money is not money is not everything in life. Money is not everything. Money should not be our first focusedness in life. Money should not be everything that dominates our lives. Money should not be everything that is number one authority in our lives. Sometimes we have to put money aside and do things without thinking about money, money, money. So number one is the exchange of kindness. Some people, for them to be kind to you, you have to pay something in returns. You have to pay them. If you say no, I don't have, they say, okay, forget about it. I can't do it. That is not the kindness I'm talking about. Those people might thinking that is be kind, but no, it's not a genuine kindness. That is exchange of kindness. You are going to do for me. I'm going to do for you. That is not kindness. That is exchange of kindness. Number two, sacrifice of kindness. Sacrifice of kindness. That's my number two. What do I mean that sacrifice of kindness? Like some people, they have to, everything in our lives, it's combined with our thinking. Everything we are doing in our lives, it works with our thinking. Everything we are doing in our lives, it has to do with the center of our thought. Number two is that sacrifice of kindness. Like where we came from, where we came from, like Africa. We have a lot of cultures. We have a lot of traditions. We have a lot of histories that has been made by our four generations. And majority of us today are still following those principles. Majorities of us today are still following those rules and regulations because simply that is what our four generations that have lived for us, that is what they did. And this has placed our own lives by living on the days of our forefathers while we are living in a role model world. But there are still majority of people today who are still living in the back. They are still living the lives that their forefather, their past gone generations have lived. So what do I mean that sacrifices of kindness is? There are people who think that I'm going to make a sacrifice. By making a sacrifice, I'm going to get something in return. By making sacrifices, I'm going to get something in returns. I'm going to get a lot of things in returns. I will be blessed. I will receive abundance in returns. I don't know what other people language, I don't know what it's called in your language, but in my dialect, it's called Isa. To make sacrifice to people for enable you to be blessed in returns. That is not what I'm talking about. That is not the kind of kindness that I want to teach today or I want to analyze today. That is not the kind of kindness that I want to make clarify to the people out there. Making sacrifices for you to be blessed in returns, making sacrifice by being kind for you to receive abundance in return. That is not just a really genuine kindness. Because you have that thought, I'm going to make sacrifice. I'm going to make sacrifice there for me to be blessed. No, that is, I can say, that is a wrong thinking. That is wrong thinking. Absolutely is totally wrong thinking. Because if I have to think as a person that I'm gonna distribute food out there, I'm gonna distribute monies out there as a salah, I don't know what it's called, Isa, sacrifices for me to receive. That is not a genuine kindness. Because my own thought is that I'm going to buy a lot of food today. I'm going to go and share it to people there because I think that if I'm going to do this, I'm going to get something in returns. That is not easy. Is you are kind. At least for you to have that amount of buying those things is kindness, but it's not just 100% genuine. If you got what I mean, it's not just 100% genuine. You know, is what about when you are making, after making those sacrifices, after spending a lot of money in buying things, you have finished distributing those things, those goods to people out there. At the end of the day, there is nothing happens in your life. There was no happiness that was added to your life. How are you going to feel? You are still going to keep on having doubt. You are still going to keep on having another thinking. Why did the sacrifice that I made did not work out? Because it was not 100% genuine, because you want something. That's not the kind of kindness I'm talking about. Okay, number 3. Some people think that they are doing good. I want to do good. I want to do something good. Because I'm doing this to advise people. Because I'm doing this to make people wise. Because I'm doing this to make people happy. I'm doing this for people to learn more. Meanwhile, what they are doing is not really good. That is not the type of kindness that I'm talking about. That is not the kind of kindness that I'm talking about. Some people do something, they think maybe they are doing good while they are doing the wrong thing. They think they are doing good. They think that they are putting smile in people's face. They think that they are doing the right thing while they are doing the wrong thing. That is not the kind of kindness I'm talking about. That kind of kindness is you pleasing yourself. It is you sacrificing yourself. That kind of kindness is you working for your own benefit, but not the benefit of that person involved. I'm going to clarify this to you guys, because sometimes there are eyes that watches in whatever we are doing in our lives, whether good or bad. I know that nobody knows it all in life. We all are learners. As far that we are willing to learn, and as far that we are willing to learn from our mistakes, we becomes a new person. You know, there was something I was seeing on social media. I was seeing the people were talking about it, people were sharing it. I was seeing this on social media. It was about a video of a woman that something happened to a couple of days ago. You know, an elderly woman. You know, that something people were talking about it. You know, that people were, a lot of people were, they have shared a video that this woman, she was, yeah, something happened to her, because I don't want to make sure anything that is not, because there are many people that are watching us, that are watching our YouTube, that are following us, even children, So I don't want to use words that are really necessary for me to use. This is a woman that she she's an elderly woman. She did something and which happened that everything pops up. But to my own, I think about it. I said, this is a woman which is not married. To my own knowledge, to my own thinking, to my own understanding, to my own view, you know, because sometimes people think maybe it's not everybody that went to school that are clever. Education is very necessary. The answer that people, because I know there are some people that has diplomas, sometimes they are very stupid. But meanwhile, education is very important in our lives. Education is important. Some people say that it's not by speaking English, it's not by doing this, But this English, you know what it's going to bring to you? It's going to identify you. It's your identity. English is your identity. It's going to identify you. It's your identity. It's your identity. We are not living in our forefather days. We are living in a world that is full of technology. That everything is based with computers. Everything. Even our children, have you never noticed our children, they don't normally write with papers any longer. Everything, their homeworks, everything is sought with computers. Everything. It's not like in the early days when people have to write something with papers. Those things is not existing anymore. Everything now have to be all their homeworks, everything, all teachers have to be done with computers. Because our world are being civilized, not like the olden days where people have to struggle, they have to even those farmers, they have to sweat, they have to work really hard for them to able to sustain or to survive. Most of farmers now, they're not using machines. It makes it easier for them because the world is developing. The world is developing and our eyes are opening every day. Our thinking are changing. We are living in a world of a new technology. School is very, very important. Education is important. And there are many ways that we can benefit education. And there are many ways we can improve our English. There are many ways. Even these social medias, it improves our English. It improves our reading, our writing. That's why they say communications is very, very important. That what communication has been, it has been a part in the exam. Communication, it normally comes up in the exam. When I was taking my English subject 3 years ago, I remember I went for exam, and what comes out was there was a communication among all the subjects. There was a lot of communication there. What is the meaning of communication? What are the benefits of communication? What are the usefulness of communication? Why do we communicate? Why do we communicate? And why are communication so important? Because this word communication, it is relevant in our society today. It's relevant. It's relevant. Education makes us wiser. It improves our way, our ways of living. It improves our attitude, our character. It improves us in all our ways. So for me, I did not watch I listened to some part of people were sharing it. That's just the people opinions, But there are other people that they think that they are giving advice to other fellow human, other women around them. They are giving an advice to other fellow women around there because of what that old woman did. But my first thought was that this thing can happen to anybody. May God always protect us from evil. Nobody is above mistakes in life. May God Almighty never allow us to be a victim of evil acts. Because whoever that did that to that woman will never go unpunished. That person might think that what he did was right. It was out of evil, and which is going to receive returns. Because it is written that the hands you use in beating your fellow human beings, it is what God is going to use to hit you back. Because that person does not have power over his life. You does not have power from stopping yourself from breathing. Your heart can stop at any time. You can stop breathing at any day. It can happen within a twinkle of eyes. Because that's why I say you don't have power over your life. Think about is a woman that gave birth to you. You comes out from the belly of a woman. You comes out from the vagina of a woman. And there's a woman who was not married. Although she has given birth, she's not married. She has not married to any man. No man has paid her bride price. She's a woman that blood is flowing through her vein. She's a woman that have taken off her case for many years. Do you think that woman don't deserve to be happy? Do you think that she don't deserve to be happy? Do you think that of her not married that she was destined not to be married? Do you know what that woman might have went through in her life? Do you know the very relationship that she have went through that was not functioning well? Have you guys thought about it? Have you guys thought about it? That woman might happen to be your mom. Do you know what your mom is doing out there? Even though she's married to your dad, do you know what she's doing out there? Do you know? Can you really figure it out? Do you think that is everything that your mother is telling you? It can happen to you. It can happen to anybody. May God not let it be our portion. That woman, she trusted this person. She trusted him. When you're in a relationship, anything can happen. When you're in a relationship, anything can happen. When you are with somebody, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Nobody is above mistakes in life. And nobody can say they have never done even what is more worse than that woman's own. Nobody. Nobody. Even you are married to your husband, still you might have done that kind of thing. You might have done it. Even though it's your mother pay your bride price. Nobody is above mistakes. Just that what that guy did to that woman was horrible, because it's a mother that gave birth to you. At the same time, even though you don't have children now, someday you are going to have children. Even though you don't have a wife now, Someday you are going to definitely fall in love with somebody. If you are still going to live to that day, because you don't know what you don't know your last minute on earth. Because after what you have done to that woman, you think that God is not going to revenge for her. Of course, He's going to revenge for her. It will. It's 100%. God is going to revenge for her. And God is going to give her the strength to live. And she's still going to live. She's still going to live. And God is going to give her a new name. He's going to give her more happiness. God is going to do it for that woman. I don't know her. But wherever she is, God is going to give her a new name. He's going to heal that woman. Because the God that we serve does not see things the way we human beings see. It does not go to conclusion the way we human being does. We human beings are just go. But God He does things in different ways. I is the one that have charge over all our lives. Okay, people were debating about that woman. People were sharing a video, that kind of thing. You see that such of a thing. Why can't you just delete it from your own video? Delete it. Because even you that even saw that, you even saw the body of that woman as a woman, like you do not that you have added cost into your life. Do you know? Do you know that you have added cost into your own life? Do you know that you have added cost to your own life? For you to see it and open it and resend it to other people, you have also the cause that follow that man is also following you that share it and you that watch it. The cause is also following you because you have been a part of that evil act. You have also been a part of that evil act. So whatever cause that people have laid on that guy is also following you that share it. It's also following that you use you to make money on your platform. It's also following you because you have eaten from the cause. You have eaten from that woman pain. You have also eaten from that woman tears, and you have also laid a curse on your generations. Because why? Because you did not only share the video, you also use it to make money on your platform. You also share it around the world. You share it around the globe. You share it for millions of people to watch it. And you said that you are being kind. No, you are not being kind. You are not being kind. It's not being kind. And people were insulting the woman. Have you talked to the woman? Have you called her and asked her what really happened? Do you really have the dictates of what really happened? The main factors of the story. Did you really heard about it? Did you heard about it? Did you did a research before spreading everything? And some people were saying a lot of things. You know that even what you people did to that woman is going to make her children to love her the more. Because this their mother. That woman has been there for them. She has been a responsible mom for them. Even what she did, because she's a woman. She's a woman that the blood is flowing through her vein. What people should have done, as you see that video, you delete it from your phone, let it go. Because she's a fellow human being like you. She's not married, and you don't expect her not to have a relationship. Even those white people, even women get married at the age of 70. It's Africans that find such thing very like sin to them. Even what that man did, you know that he's against the law. He's against the law. Even in European countries, let me say something. Maybe you people where you are, I know that there is such law in wherever European country you are living. In European countries, it is not allowed to share other people's image without their permissions. It is not allowed to share people's image without their permission. Even if you attend a party with your friends, before posting their image on social media, you have to ask their permission. Do you give me the right to share it? If they say yes, then you share it. If I take a picture with my friends, I always ask them, can I put on Facebook? They say yes, I do. If I say no, I don't do it because I can be sued for it because it's not allowed. Even if your children, when your children are attending activities, you always give them permission to use the image of your child. Because if they use the image of your child, even this pre-nursery that your children are going to, you always give them permission to take your children into to go with your kids to activity, to go with your children to every other places for their image to be used. You always sign there. You give them the permission when you are filling the form. And without your permission, they can't do it. Because when they does it, you have the right to sue them because it's not allowed. It's against the law. Sometimes I do ask myself this question. All these people, are they following the rules and regulation in that country that they are living in? Are they really reading it? Because one day you might get yourself into trouble. I'm saying this because this is out of kindness. You might involve yourself into mess. It's important for you to use your platform to do the things that are necessary. If people bring things to you, issues to you, you don't start bringing people privacy into social media without their permission, because you might get into trouble with it. You don't know who those people are. You don't know their position. You don't know the work they are doing. You don't know. We all are different human beings. We really need to be careful in whatever we are doing, so that everything you've labored for all your years, you don't end up in going to jail for it. You don't end up paying money that you're supposed to use in doing something good. Everything you are doing, you have to think twice. Money can brainwash many people, but you have to think about the country you are living in. Even in Africa, I know that there are still laws there, even though that there are so many things that law does not cover in Africa. But in European countries, there are laws. There are laws. There are laws because it's not allowed. Even the guy that did that something is going to be caught and is going to get punished for it. There is a way God does something. Even though if that guy is using whatever, he's using sham, or he's having somebody who is helping him, luck is going to run. Luck is going to run against both of them. God is going to do it. Believe me, 100%. It's going to happen. But you that share it on social media, you that show it, the same law covers you. It covers you. The same law. If that woman is going to react, you are going to pay a fine for it, because you are not allowed. You are not given the permission to share other people's image. It is not allowed in European country. It is not allowed. So what am I saying? Those people that does that kind of thing is not being kind. It's not being kind. I listened to a guy who I was really impressed of his words. Although I'm not following them, I just somebody share it, on Facebook newsfeed. And I listened to that guy. That guy, what really makes sense. I'm not going to say it because I'm not following him. It what really makes sense. It makes sense. That's how to know a matured person. It's how to know a matured person. That's how to know a matured person. Sometimes lack of education causes people to do things that's going to lead them into trouble tomorrow. Lack of education. You might be happy in doing things now, What about the consequence you are going to get in return? You might be doing this, you think that you are making a lot of money. What about the consequence you are going to get in return after while you are living in a white man country? You are living abroad. It's not your father that holds that country. It's a white man country that has rules and regulation. And when you don't abide to the rules, when you are found out, you are going to pay a lot of consequence, because it's not allowed to share people's image or even show people's image. Even this bully is against the law. Bullying is against the law. In this country that I'm living, when you are being bullied by people, that person, if you report to the police, you go to jail for it. If you use violence words on people, you go to jail for it. You have to follow the rules and abide. Maybe you might have not read the rules of that country you are. You better do, because everybody is different. You might go and mess up with the wrong person who knows more than you. You can go and mess up with the wrong person who is smarter than you. You can go and mess up with the wrong person who you don't know. With them, our destiny are different. That person, whether you are living in United States, that person can trace you there. It can trace you there, and it's very easy to track you down, because everything we are doing, everything you are doing is through your computer, is through your phone, and your phone has code. Every phone has code. All your conversation, everything that people are paying to you, it's already on your phone. It's there. It's not a person that made the phone. It's a human being like you and I that made this phone that we are using today. It's somebody. They have put. Why do you think that when somebody murders somebody? Let me tell you something. Why do you think that those murderers are there? When they murder somebody, even though they try to do it in a smart way, afterwards the police will still cut them. The detective, they will still dictate them. Why? Why? Because everything we are doing in our lives is already in your computer. It's in your computer. Even Facebook, have you not noticed that whatever you shared years ago, they will still renew it, because it's somebody that created Facebook have all your details. It has all your details. It has all your details. Have you not ever noticed when you use other people's songs, then muting it? Sometimes they have brought people pages down. Instagram, they can bring your page down because they are the one that create it. It's computer. Please, guys, be careful. So the third one, those people that were saying things about that woman, that is not kind. It's not kind. You are being kind for your own benefit. What you are going to earn in return, the money you are going to make in return to that woman's video. So the same cause that goes with that man, it should equally goes with you, because you have seen a nakedness of another woman when you came out from the same vagina. Do you know that woman tomorrow? Since you people have seen that it has happened to her, do you know she can cry to God, even go with nakedness and swear for every one of you that have shared that video? Do you know? Please, if you are doing something, think about your case. What you are doing now, you might think that yes, you are doing the right thing. Think about your children, because what one sow is what they reap in return. It was the reap. It's better for you to sow a seed that when you are no longer living, your children are going to benefit in a good way. That when you're no longer living, your children are going to benefit in a bad way. Do you know? Let me say that. You know, in Africa, those witches that people say they exist. Do you know in Africa, those witches that have killed a lot of people, if it is true, because for me, I don't believe in all those things, because my own thinking is very different. I don't believe in all those things because they have never flied to me. I've never seen witches in my life. They have never harmed me because I serve Almighty God. Okay, those witches that have fled, they have killed people. Do you know what their children are facing right now? Do you know what they are facing? Even though we serve a God of forgiveness, you know what their children are going through. If really witches really exist, for the mistakes of their parents, do you know what they are going through right now? Even if they seem to be finding happiness, you know they're not. You know if they are really happy inside their hearts. We have to be careful. Do those kind of things. It's not be kind. It's playing the role of kindness through individual benefits, profit. That's not kindness. We have to be kind in our life. Whatever we are doing, we should be kind. Before doing anything, think about how that person is going to feel. Think about how that person is going to react. Think about what is going to happen. Whatever people might have done to you, let it go. Don't start thinking evil against that person. Don't start thinking to harm that person. Don't start thinking to return evil with evil, because we do not pay. It's better to pay good with evil than to pay evil to evil. Because when you pay back evil with evil, you too, you are going down. You too is going to affect you. Psychologically, physically, spiritually, is going to affect you in all ways. It's better when people does you bad. Be kind to them. Be good to them. Overlook things. I want to say something. I don't know who's watching me right now. Don't urge people to get what you want. It's better to suffer to achieve something in life than to be of evil acts to benefit something. It's better to go through suffering, suffer to get what you want, so that you will live to enjoy it. Even though that we all does life does not guarantee us permanent. Nobody is going to live under this earth permanent. We are going to die one day, but we have to pray for long life. We should always pray for long life. There are people who have lived above 100 years. There are people who have lived up to 200 years. Sorry, not 200. Well, up to like 140, 130. My late grandmother lived up to 100 years. And she saw her grandchildren. She saw her great grandchildren. She saw her grandchildren. She saw her great grandchildren. I don't think I wish my grandmother have done something evil. She could have lived so long like that. No, I don't think so. You know, and this is a woman who was never like sick. She lived long. You know, although sometimes people can fall sick and die, but still there are ways that our spirit can preserve us from bad things. Our head are strong. Our destiny are strong. We are human beings. Likewise, our bodies are spirits. We are human beings. Likewise, we are spirit beings. Don't do something to hurt people. Don't do something to hurt people. Let it go. This money that we all want to make, we have to understand this thing. We are not taking them with us. We need money to sustain. Is basically understand. But meanwhile, we are not taking this money with us. We are not taking it with us. We are not taking it. We should not destroy other people's happiness for the benefit of our own happiness. Because what a man sows, it's what he reaps. It's what he reaps. No one is going to escape from it. People sow what they reap. If you sow good, you read good. If you sow bad, you read bad. It's final. When you sow bad, you read bad. God is a God of forgiveness, but there are things that God does not forgive. He's a God of forgiveness. God is against evil. He's against evil acts. Hello, yeah. No, I not go school. I know say I dey free today. Oh, thank God. You know, say I told my yesterday say na negative, na go be. You know, see her. Yeah, yeah. No, say I tell you yesterday say that make the I will say something today for don't call you, for don't contact you. And yeah, that's why I tell you now. Yeah, yeah, because once you just come and they'll send out to the doctor, and if anything the doctor will contact you know say those kind of thing, you know say place. So I know say nothing there, you know. Uh, no problem. You not go school, abi? Okay, I there for YouTube. Once I finish now, I go back. No, no problem, no problem. If I finish now, I'll call you. But you go out today. What happen? What happen? What happen? Jesus. But what happen? Now the this thing. But you not check. But you not check around. Okay, don't worry. If I finish for the video now, I will soon round up. There because bless I think I'll call you them. Maybe I'll come pick you. But me I finish. Yeah. Okay, we'll talk later. Later. Bye bye. Oh, sorry guys. It's my girlfriend. So what I'm saying, you know, our head are different. I said we are spirit being. Yes, why I said that thing because our head we are different. You don't know people. You don't know their heart. You don't know their ways of living. You don't really know them. You can't enter their hearts. You see them, they are human beings, but you can't enter their heart to know what is inside. We should be careful. Be careful. Don't do something that you are going to regret later. Don't do something you are going to regret later in an evil way. Evil is not good. Stay out of it. You are a human being. You are a human being. Stay out of evil work. Stay out of it. Even though you are going to do evil to make all the profit under this earth, but are you going to take those money with you? What you are going to use those money for is to better build a house, build a house, buy cars, buy fancy thing. What about when luck run against you? What about when luck run against you? Those things are going to be taken from you. They become vanity. Because why? Because you did not work hard for it. It was not something that you were entitled to. If it is money that you were entitled to, there are money that someone is entitled. They say, yeah, this is your right. Then you are entitled to this money, to this payment. You get it because it's what you are entitled to. That is different entirely. But not something that you do, no money that you make without you are not entitled to it. That kind of money, when you want to pay for it, you will pay so dearly with it that you become old, you still be paying. We should be careful. We should be careful. Whatever you are doing, let it always be genuine. Let it always be genuine. It is better to avoid unnecessary problems. It is better to avoid unnecessary problems. Even if you are working, let me tell you, if you are working or you are painters, when you are working, you are painters, there are still money you have right to earn in a year while you are still painters. There are certain amount of money you are entitled to earn in a year if you are painters. That money, when you are painters, you have a limit of certain amount of money that you can earn in a year, that it will become tax free, you know. But when you are not painters and you are earning some money, for example, when you are not painters, what about, and you are not giving an account to the where you live, that this is the money that comes into my account? What about when luck run against you? How are you going to feel? Who are you going to blame? Who are you going to call? Who are you going to blame for your mistakes? And you start feeling bad. You start crying. You start regretting. When we're supposed to know the right thing to do at the right time. Do things without expecting something in return. Even though people want to pay you, let it be genuine. Let it be genuine. Let it be genuine. Do something. Give. Give without demanding something in return. Do without demanding something in return. Even what people are going to pay you is not going to make you to become rich overnight. Still, you have to work hard. You have to struggle. It's not, even though you are going to build a lot of houses, how many rooms are you going to sleep? Just one room. You cannot start going from one room to go and sleep on that room tomorrow, because people will call you that is that person going mad. You are still going to lay your head on one, you're going to lay your head on one bed. You're going to sleep just in one room, not two rooms. We should be kind. We should stop hurting people. We should stop hurting people's feelings. We should stop damaging people's image. We should stop destroying people's image. We should act as mature people. We should act as mature people. Destroy people's image, damaging people's image. It's not going to bring us anything. It's not going to grant you your heart desire. It's not going to add more profit to your life. It's going to have pay, because it's out of being evil. It's out of being wickedness. We should remove wickedness from our heart. We should be a person of kindness. Be a person of kindness. Be. We all have different thinking. We have different reaction. We have different way. We have different attitudes. We should be kind. On go from evil. Stop hurting people's. Stop hurting fellow human beings like you. Stop it. Stop bullying people. Stop blackmailing people. It's not good. Think about that person. Is just human being like you. It's somebody like you. He said, let him be like you. Stop it. It's not good. Stop it, please. There are other ways you can be blessed in life. There are other ways God can bless you. God can make your life so successful in life. There are many ways. There are many ways God can put a smile on your face. There are many ways God can bless you. He can bless you everything you do. He can answer your prayer. It's not through blackmailing. It's not through destroy people's image. It's not be condemning people. We are human beings. We should be our brother's keeper. We should be our other people's helper. You know, I have helped people in my life, people I don't even know. I have helped people. I don't know them. They don't pay me return, but it's okay. I did it. I have left a footprint of good things in their lives. I have been a contribution to their lives. I have sown a good seed to their lives. And God, that's how God is going to elevate me. That's how God is going to bless me. I'm not rich. I'm not a rich woman. But still, the little one I have, if I can be able to help people, I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful because I have put smile on that person's heart. I have rescued that person from his or her death. I have rescued that child. Let me say something here. You know, something I did. That was last year or last 2 years. Is my friend. This girl, we grow up together. She's an Igbo girl. We grow together. We have life experience together. I'm sharing this. It's not because of I'm bragging of myself. No. I'm saying this to see what is called a genuine kindness. Thinking about other people than thinking about yourself. Putting others people importance than your own life. Even though you don't have it all in life. But for you to be able to put a smile into somebody's life, it means a lot to God Almighty. It means a lot to God Almighty. This girl, I'm not going to mention her name because she's my friend. She's unable. She lost her dad very earlier age, just like me, as I lost my dad at the age of 3 years. Their mother has been strongly. I remember when I was in Nigeria, I see her mother, this woman she has struggled to make these children become someone in life. I remember the house that they used to live, the room, you know, a woman with children living just in one room because maybe a family might have, but they don't want to help her. And this, my friend, she gave birth, I gave birth, you know. Unfortunately, this her daughter is a fine girl. Her daughter is here. Maybe she might have finished university now because the last time I spoke to her now was long because we do communicate sometimes once in a while. She's an Igbo girl. But her second son was not it has problem. It is not really comes out well. And this our last son happened to be crippled. I don't know what happened. You know that children, some people born children that are sick, some born people that are disabled, some born children that has problem. That's why everybody has issues that they are dealing with, but we should always be kind. We should always be kind. We should always think about the feelings of others. It's not everybody that have boldness. We should always, because whatever goes around comes around. And this child is a cripple. This child has been on the ground for complete 18 years. 18 years. 18 years. This boy has never stand up. He has never walked. He has never received really fresh air. He has never. He was just laying there. He cannot walk because he's a cripple. And my friend lives in Lagos. But this our son has been living with his mother. And the poor woman, she don't have sufficient money. The woman is still strongly. Our children are strongly to make it survive, to sustain. When my cousin told me, although I've been talking to my friend, we have been communicating, I support her in whatever way I can, not that I'm rich, but I have other people too that I'm supporting. I have orphanage that I do normally support every month. Every month I do support them. And I've been helping those orphanages now for the past 8 years, and I want to continue. Every month, I don't support them with food item. I give them money because why? I know that those children, they have to go to school. They have to eat. They have to buy their books. Why I don't buy them food item? Because food, I want to help them with money so that they can be able to solve their need. I've been supporting them from past 8 years. And I pray, may the Lord Almighty God continue to give me strength to always be there for them, because that is my vow to God. I want to help orphanage children. I want to help the less privileged just like me. And I'm going to do it for the rest of my life. And I'm still making this vow before all men. I'm making this vow before spirit be, and I'm making this vow openly before every people, every man living on this earth. It's a vow. I vow it between God, and I'm still vowing it between men. I'm going to fulfill this thing for the rest of my life. I'm going to support orphans. I'll be supporting them because the one I'm supporting is genuine, and I'm still going to remain supporting them for the rest of my life. The only day I'm going to stop helping them is the day I'm going to stop breathing. That is the day I'm going to stop helping orphanage. As long as I'm still breathing, I'm going to help them. Whatever I get, I'm going to help them with it. When my cousin told me that this boy has never been worked for 18 years, so God Almighty, tears roll out of my eyes. I think I just thought that moment, what this boy needs is wheelchair. Is wheelchair that this boy needs, so that things will be easier for the grandmom. I did not call my friend in Lagos to say, I want to take your son out of crying. I want to put him in the position that he needs to start at first in life. I spoke to my cousin. I called the one that I now called my mom, and I said, Mom, look at what my cousin told me. Is it true? My mom told me. That's the one I call my mom, because my mom, the woman that gave birth to me, her name is Victoria Omansi. That's my mother's name. She passed away when I was 14 years old. She died right beside me at 9 a.m. in the morning. And she spoke to me. I dreamt of her a night before she died. I dreamt of her. She spoke to me in my dream that when she died, this is all what they are going to do to her. As she died, I was telling my elder sister, this is what I dreamed, and this is what mom told me. She told me that she's not going to die. So, okay, let me go and give her a native medicine. I went there, talked to her, gave her, she said no, she said I should sit down. I sat beside her. She spoke to me, and she finished spoken to me, she gave up. And everything she spoke to me on that dream, it is what really happened in reality. It is what really happened in reality. So that's why when I dream, I don't tell people, because my dreams are real. You know, I know the gift I am. I know the gift I am in my life. I have. And I know who I am. So I called down my auntie, who I call my mom. Yeah, she's the one that she's my late mom, elder sister. She was born by the same mom and dad with my late mom. I call her, say, Mom. I said, see what I heard. She said yes. And my cousin, my uncle is my cousin. We are first cousin. And my cousin in Germany, I didn't know that my uncle took wheelchairs home. Even that my uncle took that wheelchair home to go and give it to somebody. Somebody, he lives in Germany. He took that wheelchair home to go and give it to somebody else. As my auntie told me, I call my mom now, told me that it's true. I said, okay, how much? She said, it's also amount like this. She told me because of that, wheelchair is expensive, and this wheelchair is from abroad. It's my uncle that sent this wheelchair home. He took it home to go and give to somebody. Because of that, we are cousins. He said, okay, since it's me, I want to give it to somebody, I should just pay 40,000. And which is because it's my family. He just gave it to me because if you want to sell it in normal price, it's expensive because this is wheelchair. It's not China, it's from Germany. I said, okay, don't tell her mother. Don't tell his mother. I said, okay, even my mom, I have not sent her money. She used her money to go and pay for the wheelchair and go and give it to them before I finally, then later I send the money to her. And even that wheelchair, there was not, we have to do extra where the boy have to place his leg. So that when they are pushing him, at least they can take him to church. He can even start school for complete 18 years. Think about that, 18 years. A child who has never been outside. He has never been outside. He has never been to church. He has never been to school because that boy was he was a cripple. Nobody was willing to help that guy. Nobody was willing to help that my friend. Maybe his uncles has money. Maybe his cousins has money. They're supposed to do this from that boy. They're supposed. They know. And I bought the wheelchair for that child without letting his mother to know. She was not aware. We spoke. I did not tell her. Then my mom went there and gave the wheelchair to that child. Even my mom told me what people in that community said. Do you know what? It's not me that does it. It's God. It is not me. It is God who does it for that guy. God did not do it to receive something. God did not use me to do to receive something in return. God did use me to do it because I know how important it is for somebody to receive fresh air. At least for that child having that wheelchair now, he can be able to go to school with that wheelchair. They can be able to put that boy on that wheelchair and start school. That boy can be able to even push himself and sit outside while his grandmom is cooking. He can be able. Although the boy still needs education. He still needs to study because the mother does not really have like that. At least if that boy can be able to sit on that wheelchair, God is going to do the rest. He's going to do it. Why am I saying this? You do something. You have to think about other people before you. There are many things like that I have done. I'm still saying it. I saw a man on my Facebook that was many years ago. The man is from Kenya. He's still on my Facebook today. He's still on my Facebook. When I look at that man, I said, this man, my spirit, that time said I was not having documents. I was still reciting in the place where I was sitting while possessing my stay. I look at that man. I said, this man, my spirit tells me that this man is suffering. And that time, the money I was having was not even enough for me to take off myself. It was not even enough for me to take off my own son. That time, my son was in Africa going to school. It was not even enough. But when I look at that man, my spirit tells me that this man is suffering. His name is Brother Joseph. He's on my Facebook. He normally send me message sometimes and tell, child of God, God bless you. He asked me, do check on me sometime, once in a while to check on me, Instant. Maybe someday I might still help him. Who knows? Because I do something when my spirit permits me. I just look at this man, this man, he needs help. I don't know him. I don't even know the man. I just send him message through my Facebook. I said, sir, where are you? He says he's in Kenya. Can I have your name? He said yes. I went there. He gave me. I did not think I was going to send money. I went to Western Junior. I sent this man money. After I sent it, I just took the picture of the paper. I sent it to him through Facebook. I said, sir, I just want to help you with this money. I don't know, but God just tell me that I should give you something. After the man had received the money, he said, do you know what? I said, no, sir. He said, do you know that my child was driven from the school? I said, really? He said that he was not having money to pay his child's school fees. I said, really? I said, thank God now you can pay. He said, yes, he have paid it. And this is a man that I don't know. He's still on my Facebook since 2008. The man is still there. He's still there. He's going to watch this video. I don't say nothing without no proof. I don't say nothing because I'm very hopeful heart. I feel that as an orphan, I remember, to be honest with you guys, I was not born by a poor father. People that knows my dad while he was alive, I was never born by a poor father. I was born by a very great spiritual man. To be honest, I was born. Everybody has history in their lives. I was born by a great spiritual man, very powerful spiritual man. Before I was born that time, my dad was living in the village. Before I was born, my dad was using electricity, but two generator. My father, people that knows my father, then people that knows me, that my cousins is on my Facebook that knows that we came from the same village, you know. Before I was born, although my father was married to my mom, my father was older than my mom a lot. He was older than her a lot. You know, I was 3 years when I lost my dad. But meanwhile, when I started growing, his face started coming to me. His face start coming to me. At that age, I did not know him because I was 3 years. And people thought I did not know him because I was very young. I was very small. But I know my father through the gift that I have. Even before he died, I saw him in my dream. I was 3 years old. I saw him. My father was older than my mom, my late mom, a lot. You know, he was older than him. I was not born by a poor dad. I was born by a rich. My father he was having at that time. He was having because he was in that village. He was the richest man there. Think about a man that was living in the village. Still, he was using light. It's true life story. He was using light. He was using electricity, light. He was having television. All those old type television, you know. My father was having that. I still remember people used to come to our home. When they are coming, they will sit on the floor because my father was very neat. They always come to our house to come and watch television. At that time, they always come and watch television. My father and his neighbor, they were using the same cloth to paint their house. I was 3 years, but by physical, people think I did not know him. But spiritual, I know my father very well. He's very tall, very handsome. There were two people that have the same color of house, but my father was the only one having television. He was having house in the village. He was a farmer. He was a powerful spiritual man. Why he was still having house in Benin, Saint Savior? Is my late father house that first? I don't know if you people can still notice this man called Babala. There was a program that time in Nigeria that was called Hotel Jordan. Hotel Jordan. A lot of people that comes from Benin. There was a lot of people. There was a program that called Hotel Jordan that time. There was a man that was playing the role of Babala. It is my late father's house that faced that man's house in Benin. Although that house was given to my elder brother, my father was rich. But it happens to, according to the Africa custom, according to the African tradition, a man that was rich, have a lot of plots of land, house in Benin, have money. When my father died, everything that my father has was given to his first children. Everything was given to him, to them. Then my late mom was left with nothing. This is a life story. My late mom was left with nothing. That my late mom have to go and live with his own brother's house. When she was married to a man who was rich at that time. When she was married to a man who has sufficiency at that time, but then took everything from her and gave it to his first children, because they, according to their custom and their tradition, according to they said that when man dies at that time, his own first son has to take everything. It's the first children. But I and my sister was left with nothing. After a couple of years, my mom died. When my father was alive, my mom was living a good life. Even my mother was using Hollandaise because she was married to a mother has. She was married to a mother as, you know, as my mother died, all her clothes, so all her clothes that she was having, I still remember why I'm saying this, because why I'm saying all this, you should be careful what you are doing to people. It's not everybody you can hurt, because power is greater than power. Spirit is stronger than spirit. Power is greater than power, and spirit is greater than spirit. When my dad died, even there is a man in Benin that is called Chief Ezomo at Ekenwa Road. Chief Ezomo, I'm sharing this because it's a life story. Chief Ezomo used to visit my late dad because my father was a man with great gifts. He died old. He did not die like under age like 50, or at least lived above 60. Maybe he died like 70-something years. At least he tried. You know, Chief Ezomo used to come to my father's place to come and ask for favor. And I still remember when I was at a little child, 3 years old, they thought I did not know anything. I was not seeing. I did not know my dad. But by spiritual, I know my father very well. The day that Chief Ezomo came to our house, he wanted to come and seek favor from my dad. But it happened when he came, everybody was wearing black. Everybody was mocking because my father was dead. You know, my father was dead. He was dead. And that man felt that pain because my father was a good man. He was a good man. So imagine a woman that has a man who he have to go and end up living with his own brother's house. Why he has? Because of Africa custom, because of their mentality. When a man dies, this is a man that has a lot of children. He has a children from other women, you know. But because of it happens to be girls, or because it happens that there are so other people before us, everything was given to my elderly brothers. But still, I'm still living. But still, I did not depend on the things or the word of my father. But still, I thank God for the life that I am today, that I'm living today. I thank God. Because to hell is divine. To hell is divine. People that know, you know, I grew up in Benin. I'm not somebody that grew up in the village because I was 3 years when I lost my dad. Then that was when my mother moved from the village and moved to Benin. I grew up in Benin, and I grew up with a very educated woman. I grew up with a very educated woman. I grew up with a barrister. She's on my face. That's my auntie. She named me the name that I have today. I grew up with a barrister. I grew up with people that have education. I grew up in Benin. They taught me a lot of things. Because I did not live with my late mother I did not live with her, I did not stay with her, but I only stay with her at least 2 to 3 years, or from 3 years, when I was 3 years. After that, then when I came to Benin, I just stayed with her for a couple of years, but I grew up with my aunties. Even when my mom died, see, I went to my aunties. She took off me because there was no that person to take off me. She took off me because still after all what happens to me, I never stopped doing good in my life because I know what kindness can bring to my life. I know. And maybe this is why God has been protecting me all my life. Because if I begin to analyze my story, you guys, you are going to shed tears. I told you, I posted a picture that day with a video that there was a moon inside my picture. It is not fantasy. It's true. It was about 6 years ago. My son's father is a Norwegian. We went to his mother's place. As we went there, it was on Christmas Day. That day, there was no moon there. He just told me, you look beautiful today. I want to take you a picture. I said, okay. As he took my picture, suddenly moon comes out of my picture. He was asking me, look at moon. I said, yes, this is moon. Where did the moon come from? I said, the moon is still there. I have watched out the picture. He said, where did the moon come from? I said, I don't know, but I know that this is a sign from God. Because even when I saw a rainbow in my room, friendly speaking, I even shared a picture on my Facebook 3 days ago of rainbow that was like around my light in my room, Sorry, 2000, I saw a rainbow. There is a story around that rainbow, and I went through a lot of challenges, but still they pay me for it. God made them to pay me for it because there is a proof. Because when you say something, somebody is acting without proof, they pay for it. They pay for it because it's acting against human rights. That's why when I told you people to be careful about what you are sharing, really be careful so you don't get yourself into problem. It's not allowed in European country. It's not allowed to share people image without their permission. I'm talking to those that are Europe, not Africa, because Africa, they can do such a lot of things. There is no proper laws there. The European country is not allowed. Be careful what you do so you don't mess yourself up. You don't keep yourself into problem. I saw rainbow in my room. I have picture that rainbow that day. Before I came to call people to come and see, the rainbow disappeared because it was not for them. I know that God has plans for me. God is in my life. He's in my life. He has purpose for me. On that day, on that rainbow, I saw it. I called somebody come and see the rainbow. The man came from Eritrea. He told me that, you are a powerful woman. God is in your life. That's why I don't shout too much. I don't shout. I don't shout because when I say something, it will happen. I don't like to be angry. I'm a very positive thinking. When somebody does me something, I will not retaliate back. I will not hurt you, but I will cry to God. And you must see it in return. You can't escape from it. You will see it in return. When somebody does me something that hurts me, I will not retaliate back. I will not hurt you. I will not plan evil against you, but I will cry to God because the Father of the fatherless. And you will receive it. You can't escape from it. So be careful. Be kind. Be kind to people. Be kind. Be kind. Don't do good because you want to expect something in return. Avoid from evil. Avoid. Because you don't know you are dealing with it. Be kind. Okay? That's what I have for you guys today because I gotta go. I have to take my friends out. Yeah, we have to the weather is very nice, so I have to get something to eat. I've not eaten. and I have to do something else. May God bless you. May God, let me pray for you. Okay, today I want to pray for you. Heavenly Father, we thank you, we worship you, we adore you, God. Father Jehovah Nissi, I thank you for a day like this. I thank you for giving me the opportunity to share these words with people. Yes, this motivation with people. I thank you, God, for who you are in our lives. I thank you that you are a spirit being. You are the God that watches over us. I thank you, Almighty God, that you follow us 24 hours of the day. And you know our church, you know our ways, you know everything about us, everything about individuals. You know it, oh God. Nothing is hidden from you. You know every place is Almighty God. We thank you for always keeping us away from evil. We thank you for keeping us from the plans of the enemies. We thank you for your power that have dominant over evil plans of the enemies. We thank you for blessing us, for guiding us, for making your face to shine upon us. And we thank you, God, for always using us to be kind to people. We thank you, God, for not allowing evil to harbor in our hearts. And we thank you for not allowing evil to build a circulations in our hearts. And we thank you for keeping us away from trouble. We thank you for blessing our step and for always going before us to make every care straightened. Everything we are going to do, oh God, thank you for blessing us. And we thank you for the remaining hours of today, oh God. We thank you for giving us long life, good age, and thank you for always protecting us, for favoring us, and for you supposed to be kind to us. Thank you for bringing justice into our life. In the mighty name of the Father. Father, oh God, I pray for that woman that our video has been shared. Father, oh God, wherever she is, oh God, Father, I pray, Almighty God, may you see, I know you love her so dearly. I know you love her, Jehovah Nissi. I know you are going to give her a new name. I know you are going to give her a new name. You are going to make her to overcome those things. I know you are going to bring her joy, and you are going to revenge for her. I know you are going to bring justice into her life. And I know that our children will love her. They are going to love her more than they have ever loved her. And they are going to show her love that she needs to move on with her life. In the mighty name of Jesus. This thing that happened to her is not going to destroy her. It's not going to limit her. It's not going to make her see less worth of herself, but it's going to make her to know that she's a super mom. She's a great mom. She's a wonderful mom. She's a beautiful mom. In the mighty name of Jesus. Father, God, even what happened to Hannah, I know that you are going to bless her with husband. Even what happened to Hannah, I know that you are going to bless her with husband in the mighty name of Jehovah. I thank you, I worship you, God. Receive all the glory, receive all the honor, be that magnified, be that exalted, oh God, above all gods, above all names, above all secret places, and above all last of darkness. Above all sound, above every man-made things, may you receive all the power, may you receive all the honor, may you receive all the adoration, because you are higher lifted up above everything that is under you, that are the works of your hands, in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. God bless you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Until we meet again, in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. I gotta go. God bless you guys. Okay, until we meet again. God bless you. Okay. Keep safe and be kind. Bye. Thanks for watching.